Hello everybody, welcome back to 7895 Gaming. Tim here, playing Space Quest 2. So where we last left off, Roger got himself into trouble, basically got sent down to the planet of Labion, managed through a freak accident to escape. Hold on a second. You are now standing in the eerie swamp. You can hear croaks and groans of swamp life, to which you are eager to encounter. Let's look. Creature. Seems to be a small fleshing being and in a hurry to leave. Cool. So yeah, we basically did a whole bunch of walking around and gathering of items, and now here we are at the swamp. So what he was doing is rubbing berries on himself, so we need to rub berries on self as well. And you rub the berries all over your body. You now smell like a walking ammonia inhalant. The reason why we did that, is because the moment you walk past this, there is a little lovely thing that happens. That comes out of the water. And it ain't nice. It's, yeah, it follows you and then tries to basically eat you. So if it does eat you, it's just game over. And that's the end of that. Here he comes. You feel something slimy clamp down on your leg and almost as suddenly spit you back out. You distinctly hear the sound of aquatic gagging and retching. Evidently, you have a bad aftertaste from those berries. So, if I didn't eat the berries, I would just get pulled under and eaten. That would be the end of that. Or not eaten, if I didn't use the berries on myself. You've stepped into a deeper area of the swamp. You are forced to swim. Take deep breath. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs to near bursting capacity, and head for the depths below. His swimming emotion always gets me. It's just like doing a little dance when he goes sideways. That should be good. I'm pretty sure if you don't, if you don't take a deep breath, then your Roger just dies by the time you get to this screen. I am worried about his oxygen, so thankfully we did make it in time. Look. You are in a small grotto below the swamp. A strange light dances off the walls in this cave. Its origin, a glowing gem situated on top of this boulder. Let's take the gem. You take the glowing gem. Take deep breath. Once again, you wisely take in a load of air and head to the depths below. All right. I know there isn't a heck of a lot of sound for this game, so, unfortunately, you've got to bear with me to be the commentator for this, but, it is a fantastic game for its time. They really did as much as they could with the limitations of computers and logic-based puzzles. So I gotta say I was impressed when I first did see this. However, you've gotten out of the deep spot and are back on the ground with your soggy feet. I do understand though that some people looking at it nowadays would not really fully appreciate it and be like, did your kid put this through like MS Paint and like use the spray paint pen and just the spray paint can and just go ham on it? But you know what? I enjoy it, and I hope that if you're watching this, you are enjoying it too. All right. There we go. Now we are out, so probably a good time to save because we haven't saved in a while. Between ASD and Tim. I don't know if anybody else does that. Does anybody else like just do a quick save and they just type ASD really quickly and then just save? I've always done it. It makes it easier for me to just quickly save. Climb stump. Stummo. Climb stummo. Climb stump. Climb tree. The tree is dead and seems to be free of the slick secretion. Some of the others secrete. You begin to shinny your way up the snag. Great. Crack. was going to say, what? Holy log jams, Batman. You almost ate the big one. I was going to say, what did you intend to achieve by just standing at the top of the the thing there? It's just kind of like, oh, I'm just getting a better view, that's all. Whoop! Yikes, you've been snared. Suspended above the ground, you are unable to move freely. So there's nothing we can do here. We can't cut rope. Not right now. So essentially you just wait until eventually you black out. There you go. After a while, your cerebral fireworks begin. Capillaries begin to burst under the strain. You pass out. Once again, time passes. And then some more time passes. Well unconscious, you have the strangest of dreams, a.k.a. a Sierra plug. You imagine that your name is Larry. You are wearing something known as a leisure suit, apparently made of 100% synthetic materials and proven to generate large amounts of static electricity. While prowling a locale known as the Land of the Lounge Lizards, you spend your time badgering women of the area to participate in bizarre mating rituals such as... Just then, consciousness begins to creep in. Your head begins to clear, and you realize that you've been imprisoned. Your captor appears to be that large oaf sitting near the fire. Oh, well. Let's talk to creature. Hunter seems to ignore you. Shout. Talk to creature. Talk. Yell. Yell with one L. There you go. The hunter stands and takes a long look in your direction. His face, strange in its own right, bears an expression one might see in a freak show patron as he moves closer. Let's do a quick save, because that's not going to be good. Throw spore. Upon impact of the ground, the spore opens and spews its dust into the air. The hunter falls to the ground, paralyzed. Search hunter. You search the large, not to mention uncleansed body of the hunter. You find a key which might help you unlock the cage. Other than that, you find only a few assorted parasites clinging to him. Take key. You reach through the bars and take possession of the key. Unlock door with key. You slip the key into the lock and give it a turn. The lock snaps open. Open door. You open the large cage door. Take rope. Okay, and now we get the hell out of here. Because we definitely don't want him waking up and messing us up. Hey, look at that. In the distance is the landing platform that we were on. You're at the edge of the forest. The boundary is a sheer cliff at the east side in the area. In the distance, you can see the landing platform, possibly the one in which welcomed you to the strange lush world. Well, thankfully, we don't have to worry about the trap anymore. And interestingly enough, that trap gets you regardless of where you're walking on that screen. There's no way to avoid it. But because obviously you need to get the... That was close. You need to get the rope, not the... I should stop saving over the same one. That's probably not a good idea. Let's tie rope to log and climb down. Oh, hi, buddy. Look. You're in a sheer-sided gorge suspended on a rope between two rock faces. There is a mammoth member of the local fauna onto the right. It looks to be in constant need of nourishment, hence the look being cast to you. So let's do a quick save on the other one. F6, just release your grip on the rope. Sure, why not? Your timing causes you to jump when the rope is at its least helpful point. Gravity beckons. Due to the unyielding nature of the solid ground, especially when struck from 50 meters, you now bear the dimensions of a manhole cover. Ouch. Another senseless tragedy. You can help prevent this. Vote yes on lobotomies for adventure gamers. Thanks for playing Space Quest 2, Roger. You've been most entertaining. Oh, boy. Ooh, other saves. Jan, Space Quest 2, autosave, ASDF, ASD. Oh, God. Oh, wait. I just restored the wrong one after having that conversation about saving on the other one. Well, that was not what I meant to do. Swing. I forgot you can't just push left and right. It assumes that you want to just walk off. Can we move a little faster? Just a little. Roger, at any time now. You want to get moving a little more. There you go. Start to move a little faster. Gotta have my hand on the F6 ready to go. Okay. Any time you want to start getting a little closer. 1, 2. I think we're okay if we get the 3rd. 3, and oh shit. Oh damn it, I fucked up. You know what? Let's turn it on fastest and swing. Just to try to get through this quicker. There we go. Turn it back down to normal. And see you later. Peace out, Cub Scout. Take out gem. Use gem. Hold gem. Use gem? Of course, he's like, I don't want to use the gem right now. Walks in so only his eyes are visible, and then goes, okay, I'll use the gem now. You take out the gem and hold it in your palm. The room is now illuminated by its glow. You hear a small shriek and the sound of many footsteps moving away from you. Alright, so, can I walk past these rocks, or is this just the end of me? Nope, okay. Clearly, I am just a silly boy, and didn't realize I could do that. Oh, the ground below your feet disappears. You tumble through the darkness. Let's make sure we don't forget that gem that we can clearly see there. That was a rather spectacular entrance. All systems seem to be intact, though. Take gem. Got it. Hi. The dwellers mumble something. The translator responds with, follow us, Beanpole. They hurry away. Or I guess maybe they would have smaller voices. Follow us, Beanpole. Oh. Welcome to our canyon. You look to be from out of town. On behalf of all of us, I'd like to thank you for saving our compadre from the hunters. You are welcome to stay in the canyon as long as you like. When you are ready to leave, simply say the word and my assistants will show you the only way out for a being of your size. When you leave, however, you must seal the exit. We must seal the exit behind you for your own protection. Goodbye and good luck. So he means literally say word. Put gem in mouth. Ah, better. Not great. Or not a great deal, but better. All right. So, this is not a fun part of the game. It's basically a maze because the Space Quest, 2 guys from Andromeda did like their mazes. So we have to basically get out of the maze and try to avoid getting eaten by a monster that lurks in here. You see rock walls. The glowing rock is barely effective at cutting through the darkness. So if I remember correctly, it's just a matter of you keep going to the right and down as often as you can. Suddenly, an inhuman guttural moan echoes through the caves. You're not sure which direction it came from, but the only thing you do know is that for sure you've just soiled your undergarments. Great. Also, I like that it's so dark you don't even get to see the top scoreboard. It's just completely dark. Okay. Just keep going until we find a ladder to go down. Oh, we found a ladder. Okay. Goes down as far as we can and hopefully keep going right. I think down here is just a hole. Yeah, it is just a hole. God, these graphics. I mean, I was saying that they're the best that they could for the time, but like, it's also very difficult to see things. And we want to kind of move because I don't want to get eaten by the monster, because that's not cool. Okay, keep going to the right. Can't go to the right. Okay, so let's go to the left, I guess, if we can. And maybe there'll be another ladder going down. It's been a long time since I played this, so just bear with me here. Nope, yeah, there we go. Ladder going down. Perfect. And that ladder goes down to nothing. I hope you're ready for nothing. Let's see. Okay, that ladder goes down too. Hopefully it doesn't lead just to a nothingness. And it does not. Keep going down if we can. Nope. Okay, so that's as low as we can go right here. Please don't eat me, weird squid monster thing. Let's see. Oop. I think we did it. I think we actually did it. First try? Or are we just going to be stuck in here and it's going to be a full episode of us... Oh, Jesus, that was loud as shit in my ears. You have the opportunity to stand and spare your tender knees. The crystal clear water gives off a gentle glow. In abundance, it is able to light the room. You take the glowing gem from between your aching jaws and notice it's overly moist as you slip it into your pocket. God. This place is amazingly beautiful. This place is amazing. Beautiful subterranean waterfalls and cascades drop before you, filling the air with billions and billions of tiny misty droplets, which tickle the cilia. The air is thick with revitalizing humid freshness. This message is also getting a little thick. Alright. Well, since we got through there, we should probably save. And just try to get through. We are almost halfway through the game. That is also a very loud and unpleasant sound in my ears. I don't know what it's going to sound like when we get into editing this, but oh god, it was just like a loud rushing sound in my ears. 2 ways to go. I do remember that the left path is Bad News Bears. You basically just go over a waterfall and die. This also doesn't look great. As you enter another part of the mysterious subterranean chamber, you realize that the water is now racing towards a giant whirlpool in the middle of the area. You are caught in the strong current, powerless to alter your course. Well, you can't even change which direction you're facing. You just stay in that one direction. God, this would be so scary. I've seen videos of people who go into like these types of whirlpool things, and I'm just like, nope, could not do it. Your body is sucked down until finally you're unable to resist. Able to resist no more, or you could have just said unable to resist, and must yield to overwhelming force. Hey, look, it's like a little baby barfing out. Jeez, that was quite a trip. Peering around, you find yourself in the open again. Somebody had to have built that. So I guess maybe this is like the wildlife's free like water slides and stuff. Okay, so when we're in doubt here, we blow our whistle. You give the whistle a toot, and it makes an odd sound. You hear an incredible whirring and grinding sound coming from the north. He's like the Tasmanian devil. Suddenly, Levion Terror Beast buzzes in the room like a tornado, and he looks like he could do as much damage as one. So, keep in mind that it was a Levion mating call. So, what do you think he wants to do? He wants to get a little frisky. Whoa! Let's... If there's one thing I know that puzzles people time and time again, it's to throw a Rubik's Cube at them. Or a Rubik's Cube, but copyright. So you chuck the Rubik's Cube puzzle over to the beast. Boop. The beast appears interested in your offering. Curiosity gets the better of him as he reaches down for it. He's so like, I don't know what to do. He seems quite perplexed by the puzzling plastic polyhedron. Let's pet creature. No. Talk to beast. It's not much of a talker. Alright, well. Enjoy your puzzle, my friend. I could never solve it. Take rock. Boop. You pick up the small rock generated from the Labion's Terror Beast's grand entrance. Okay. Now, here is a fun part of the game where you get to have some payback. And probably one of the only times where Roger actually is super violent towards one of his own teammates. So we're going to sling rock at guard. Boop. Ouch. You've cleverly used the athletic supporter to sling the rock at the guard. It makes serious contact with the side of his head. You like the way you think. You hear him drop like a lead parakeet. Or he drops like a lead parakeet. The ripe thud of impact is momentarily sickening. He is perfectly still. Well, we know what we did with the last one, so let's search body. You find nothing. Okay. Look. You're in a small clearing. Before you stands a large elevated platform, much like the one you landed on when arriving on this planet. One of the legs of the platform appears to be an elevator door. An unconscious guard lies at the base of the platform. So let's use key card on. Use key card. Let's just say that. Put key card in slot. Okay, well at least it recognized that. You slide the key card into the slot and remove it. There is one thing I will say is very annoying about this game. You have to get the wording just the way it wants you to put it, or else it goes, nope, I don't understand. And it can be so meticulous sometimes. As soon as the elevator door closes behind you, the platform in which it rests, which you rest, begins to rise. Oh, sorry, just drinking some water. Doing solo playthroughs, being the only one talking, you don't really get much of a chance for a break. There is a way we could just fall off here and just die, but that would take the fun out of it. So let us enter pod. You open the hatch and head in. Well, doesn't Roger just look a little flat-faced? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, well, now that we're in here, I think this is the perfect time to end the episode. So we basically, in episode 1, we landed. In episode 2, we're leaving. We might even be able to finish the game in episode 3. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Make sure to like if you've been enjoying this, and subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate it, and until the next episode, I hope you guys have a great day.